Wiki Wiki remix. Climb on board, grab a shovel. The water out there is looking mighty fine. Catch a boat into the sunset, and then pick up all the pieces. Clean sand forever and ever and ever. Prep yucky fiberglass repairs, and then remove lots of crusty pieces. Mini modifications, and then a registration, followed by massive celebrations.
3.
Beep! Hi!
Good afternoon, or morning, or whatever time you are viewing this recording. We're coming at you from Sandbox with some exciting news. We have papers of ownership for SV Sandbox.
It is official.
We also went through the hallowed ritual of naming this boat, which required virgins peeing on the boat twice.
True story.
Silver dollars, goats and sheeps, and dancing with chickens on your head.
No animals were harmed in the ceremony. We did have a goat and a sheep for some symbolism during the naming ceremony, and it was wild. And of course, Iggy was here. I guess nobody knows about Iggy yet. We have a chicken, a resident chicken on the Sandbox. She's a rescue. We found her when she was a day old. She's now several months old and hopefully will lay eggs soon. So we had chicken and 35 people on the boat. It was quite a celebration. What else is new, honey?
What else is new? Well, to go with the chicken, we also have our garden. Jalapenos, tomatoes, bell peppers, Swiss chard, basil. We're really becoming self-sufficient, starting a boatstead. We've been inspired by the book Sailing the Farm, written by an author that I do not remember the name.
It's a great book, though.
So we're recording this video to explain a little bit about the salvage process for us. We didn't want to talk about it too much. This was a big learning experience. Holly does have salvage experience prior to this Sandbox endeavor, but I do not. So
I still learned a lot.
Before we get into details, disclaimer, we're not giving you legal advice.
Nope.
We're not lawyers.
Nope.
I'd never taken a bar exam.
Nope.
Neither has Holly.
Nope.
So we're just gonna talk a little bit about what we learned and
ways to protect yourself if you end up in this situation. A lot of people questioned why I didn't get paperwork ahead of time, and as he said, I have a lot of past salvage experience. I've never had the experience of someone going back on their word. When you own a boat, you're legally responsible for it. If it wrecks, the government it's wrecked at, or territory, if you will, can legally pursue you, and it's a huge, it's a big deal. It's a criminal offense. You can't just abandon your boat if it's wrecked somewhere. So usually when you salvage somebody's boat on the condition that they will turn over ownership, they are shaking your hands and thanking you and signing papers and very appreciative. From the first publicly posted notice that the vessel could not be salvaged and was intended to be parted out and destroyed, to numerous requests from the owner also wanting the vessel destroyed, there was no question in the aftermath of the salvage that the vessel was indeed left abandoned.
But there's also local laws, and then there are maritime laws.
Maritime law is worldwide, but depending on the jurisdiction in which the wreck takes place, there are several different technicalities you may or may not have to do. A lot of the things that we did immediately upon seeing that the owner was not going to follow through, I guess actually I'll clip in before going into our details. My first red light was when the owner continued requesting the location to have the vessel surveyed, and I of course said, no problem. Are you having it surveyed so you can, gather past insurance, or damages from insurance, I should say. And he said no, he was wanting it surveyed to get insurance. I want to cover this because a lot of people have questioned. No, he did not have insurance prior, according to him. And then, of course, when he said he was trying to get new insurance on the boat, I said, well, that's not necessary. You need to work on title paperwork, as previously discussed. This started a downward spiral of hostile messages from him and me explaining that this is a salvage. There was an agreement. I'm willing to go back and give him the opportunity to take the vessel if he would like, but a lot of work was performed and I would make a bill. That really escalated the thing, and he said he would pay nothing, and he did say he would pay expenses only, no labor costs, no travel costs. We were to work for free in this very dangerous, hazardous environment, which is not acceptable. Maritime law is there for the purpose to protect you if you're in that situation. So that was the red light and how we started to pursue legal methods, again, not legal advice. But what we did to protect ourselves was...
Started a lot of learning. So the first thing we did, or one of the first things, we did a lot of things all at once.
Very busy.
But this survey of the boat just to document the condition at what it was post-salvage, because today we've done a lot of work to the boat.
Very important, yeah. Yeah, very important to have that documented, and do not skimp on your surveyor. Hire a good, reputable surveyor. You do not want this questioned in any way, shape, or form in court, so don't skimp. Get the boat documented. Also, TPNR inspections and Coast Guard documentations of salvage to both our Coast Guard and also where the vessel was.
Though with our feelings after the salvage in Puerto Rico made it seem like they were on our side. They were happy that we cleaned up this boat off the beach, and they knew where we were. We were very public with them, not hiding any information from the local authorities.
Yeah, the owner said he was going to have us arrested. I'm trying to be politically correct here. Hold on, let us plug in the laptop. Stand by. But yeah, we were threatened to be arrested and that we were stealing a boat and so on and so forth, in which the DPNR said you can't steal an abandoned boat. Don't worry about this, but you should probably get a lawyer. So here we are. It did take 7.5 months to get through that process and to get paper. It was painstaking, and it's honestly a little bit, it sucks not to be able to have a relationship with the previous owner. After 8 years on another adventure, every new solar update or battery update or electronic device or rigging, and I contacted the owner. We still talk all the time, still today. And he's got to live, vicariously through his old boat coming alive again. And I sincerely hate, and I know you're going to watch this out there, Mr. Previous owner, because you know about the YouTube channel. I sincerely am sorry that we don't get to have that relationship. But hopefully you will find enjoyment in seeing what is now the sandbox grow again. So I feel like that needs to be said, because I hate the sad note in this salvage. But the happy note is we have a home again. Like I said, do a lot of reading on this. This is not something I can guide you through. It's not a black and white process. It's very complicated and technical, and not for the underachiever. But I think everybody's an overachiever if they put their mind to it. Another adventure, you can do anything. And I truly believe that. Obviously, we're here, and so no matter where you're at, you can get where you want to be. Go do the things, take the steps, one little coffee cup of sand at a time, put a boat back in the water, and build something out of nothing. Bye. Here's a quick sneak peek of life on the sandbox and the upcoming repair footage. This is what waking up on SB Sandbox looks like. The tools, projects of previous days, and new installs. Alright, we're getting in there. We chiseled all of this harder stuff off and all the 4,000 we added. This was the previous repair. And we're getting under here. It's coming. We're getting it.
taking it out one piece.
Demo day. Every day is demo day here on the sandbox. Alright, we actually got off at 5 o'clock today, so I'm working on installing... We're not working? It surely looks like we're working. Welcome.
We're off work.
We're off work, yes indeed. Welcome to life on the sandbox. Every day, if it's light, hopefully, and most of the time when it's dark, there's projects. We come home with our tool bags from working all day and we rip panels down in our own mode. Well, I hope that answers most of the frequently asked questions that were remaining with the salvage, as well as get you very excited for some upcoming repair footage. I'm currently working on the new intro. Don't worry, you're not going to have to hear the awful jingle you heard in the beginning of this one, as well as the naming ceremony episode, and it will be up soon. But wait, there's more! We're going to have some great episodes coming up. We've got super detailed fiberglass repairs we're going to be recording soon. We've got some really great refrigeration repair footage, stove swap outs, some modifications. We're going to do a special episode to catch you up on Iggy, how she got here, her story, and her growing up. We've taken a lot of footage of that, as well as the garden that was mentioned. We're going to switch over to a hydroponic garden inside, and we're super detailed with taking a lot of footage of how we've done that. It's almost off season, which means I have time to edit soon. So there's so much stacked up. It's awesome. It's informational. It's coming. I promise. I'm going to edit more. For now, if you're liking the whole Sandbox Chronicle shenanigans, click the like or the subscribe or the wherever those things are down here. But more importantly, share this with somebody. Share with a friend. Share with somebody who can use this information or just needs a kick in the butt to maybe hop out here and start sailing too. Whatever. Share it. It helps a ton. To the other people who've been asking about Patreon and PayPal, they're there. The information's usually in the links below. I'll try to add it to this video, but if you look a few videos back, it should be in one of them. Don't push it very hard, but it's there. Anyways, thank you guys so much for following along.